Hello from Mindset Daily, wishing you a day full of health, peace, and happiness. Thank you for watching the Mindset Daily channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Thank you so much.
Have you ever wondered why some people rise while others fall? Why some achieve greatness, while others remain stuck in excuses? What if the answer isn't talent, luck, or background, but one simple force that anyone can choose? I've spent more than 40 years studying both success and failure. I've walked alongside millionaires, and I've walked with those who had nothing. I've counseled the prosperous, and I've counseled the desperate, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, discipline is everything. Not just important, not just valuable. Discipline is everything. Today, I want to show you why this single quality, this single decision, this single daily practice can transform every area of your life. Most people search for the magic answer, the secret formula, the hidden shortcut. They say, just tell me how to get rich quick, or tell me how to lose weight without changing my habits. But life doesn't work that way, does it? Life doesn't reward those looking for the easy way. It rewards those willing to pay the price. And that price is discipline. Discipline isn't complicated, but it isn't easy either. It means doing what you know you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. That's it. No magic, no mystery. It's waking up an hour earlier to study when your body craves sleep. It's saving 10% of your income when that new car calls your name. It's choosing the apple over the donut when no one's watching. It's making one more sales call after a day filled with rejection. Here's what's fascinating. Discipline is available to everyone. You don't need special talents. You don't need wealthy parents. You don't even need a college degree. All you need is the decision to live with discipline. Starting today, starting now. And let me share something profound with you. Discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Saving money may feel like a small sacrifice, but when you retire with security instead of desperation, you'll understand the crushing regret you avoided. Controlling your words may feel minor, but when you've built relationships based on respect instead of conflict, you'll see the true weight of that choice. When you build relationships on trust instead of broken bridges, you begin to understand the weight of regret you've avoided. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret can last a lifetime. Let me explain the mathematics of discipline. It isn't complex arithmetic. It's simple addition and multiplication. Yet most people never grasp it. Small disciplined actions, compounded over time, create massive results. If you save just $100 a month, about $3 a day less than a fancy coffee, and invest it at a modest 8% return, do you know what happens over 40 years? You end up with more than $300,000, all from coffee money. That's the mathematics of financial discipline. If you read only 10 pages of a good book each day, which takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes, what happens in a year? You finish around 15 books. In 10 years, 150 books, more than most people read in their lifetime. That's the mathematics of intellectual discipline. And if you walk just 30 minutes a day, only 2% of your time, you burn more than 40,000 additional calories in a year. That equals about 11 pounds of body fat. That's the mathematics of physical discipline. Every discipline, practiced consistently, creates massive results over time. The problem is that most people can't see the link between today's small choice and tomorrow's big reward. They fail to connect the dots. But successful people, disciplined people do. They understand how today's small decision builds tomorrow's major outcome. And this leads us to an important truth. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced daily, while failure is nothing more than a few errors in judgment repeated daily. The cumulative weight of our discipline, or our lack of it, determines whether we end up in fortune or in failure. Now, if discipline is so powerful, and it is, why don't more people practice it? The answer lies in the enemies of discipline. There are three major ones, and you must defeat them all. The first is the voice of instant gratification. The first enemy of discipline is the voice of instant gratification. It whispers, you deserve it now. Why wait? Life is short, indulge yourself. And in a way, that voice isn't entirely wrong. Life is short, and you do deserve good things. But here's what it doesn't reveal. The best things in life come after the wait, not before it. The greatest pleasures come through achievement, not indulgence. The second enemy of discipline is the excuse. Excuses are clever, and they sound so reasonable. I'm too tired today. I'll start tomorrow. This is a special occasion. Nobody else is doing it. Why should I? But excuses change nothing. You can have results, or you can have excuses, but never both. The third enemy of discipline is the crowd. Most people simply aren't disciplined. They live for today with little thought of tomorrow. They choose what's easy over what's effective. And if you follow the crowd, you'll get what the crowd gets. Mediocrity at best, disaster at worst. Remember this. If you want to achieve what the top 5% achieve, you cannot do what the bottom 95% do. You must separate yourself. You must be willing to stand apart. You must stay disciplined while others are distracted. Now let's talk about the specific disciplines that create an extraordinary life. Discipline isn't just one thing. It applies to many areas. The first is financial discipline. This means always spending less than you earn. It means saving at least 10% of every dollar that comes your way. It means investing for the long term, not speculating for a quick win. Financial discipline means understanding that money doesn't respond to need, want, or hope. Money only responds to plans and actions. Most people get this backwards. They think, when I have more money, then I'll be disciplined with it. But that's wrong. You must first get disciplined with the little you have. You must first prove you can manage $1,000 before life will trust you with $10,000. And you must prove you can manage $10,000 before life will trust you with $100,000. Financial freedom is not about luck or circumstances. It's about discipline. Discipline to spend less, to save more, to invest wisely, and to continually improve your skills and value in the marketplace. Next comes physical discipline. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life. And if that vehicle breaks down, what good is the journey? Physical discipline means giving your body the nutrition it needs, not just the pleasure it craves. It means moving your body regularly, not only when it's convenient. It means getting proper rest, not simply collapsing from exhaustion. And here's something fascinating. Physical discipline impacts everything else. When your body is strong, healthy, and energized, your mind works better, your emotions remain more stable, your confidence rises, and your stamina for work increases. Caring for your body is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's not something you do after you achieve success. It's part of what creates success in the first place. Then there's mental discipline. In today's world of constant distraction, the ability to focus your mind is increasingly rare and incredibly valuable. Mental discipline means feeding your mind with good information, not mental junk food. It means thinking through problems instead of avoiding them. It means questioning your assumptions, not simply defending your opinions. The mind is like a garden. You can plant it intentionally or neglect it, but either way something will grow. Only the disciplined gardener of the mind will harvest ideas worth keeping. I've often said that formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Yet self-education demands mental discipline. It's the discipline to read when others are watching television, and to listen when others are ignoring wisdom. It takes discipline to listen to educational audio when others are caught up in gossip. It takes discipline to think deeply when others are only reacting. Next comes emotional discipline, perhaps the most overlooked form of discipline, yet one of the most important. Emotional discipline means controlling your reactions instead of letting them control you. It means choosing your attitude rather than expressing whatever you happen to feel. It means focusing your energy on solutions, not just problems. Most people let circumstances dictate their emotions. When things go well, they feel good. When things go poorly, they feel bad. But the disciplined person knows emotions can be chosen, not merely experienced. You can choose gratitude even in hardship. You can choose confidence even in uncertainty. You can choose calm even in chaos. And why does this matter? Because your emotions drive your actions, and your actions create your results. Undisciplined emotions lead to undisciplined actions, which lead to undisciplined results. Then there's time discipline. We all have the same 24 hours, yet some achieve far more than others. Why? Time discipline. It means knowing the difference between activity and productivity. It means focusing on priorities, not just preferences. It means saying no to the good so you can say yes to the best. Most people don't need more hours in the day. They need to use the hours they already have more wisely. They must stop majoring in minor things. Stop spending major time on minor activities. You can't create more time, but you can make time more productive. You can't save time, but you can invest it. And just like money, disciplined investment of time produces compound returns. Finally, there is relationship discipline. Your relationships shape much of your joy and much of your success. But great relationships don't just happen. They require discipline. Relationship discipline means keeping your promises, even when it's inconvenient. It means controlling your words, especially in anger. It means giving attention, not just seeking it. Most people treat relationships casually, investing when it's easy and withdrawing when it's hard. But the disciplined person understands that relationships, like all valuable things, must be built consistently, not occasionally. So how do you develop discipline if you don't already have it? Let's be honest. Many of us weren't raised with strong discipline. We've built habits of comfort instead of habits of growth. Here's the process. First, start small. Don't try to transform your entire life overnight. That's a recipe for failure. Instead, choose one area and build discipline there. It could be making your bed every morning, drinking water instead of soda, or saving $10 a week. Start with something so small you can't say no. Second, create accountability. Tell someone what you're going to do. Track your progress where you can see it. Set consequences for yourself. Discipline is easier when you know someone is watching, even if it's just you, through documentation. Third, anticipate obstacles. Discipline isn't tested when everything goes as planned. It's tested when life gets in the way. Ask yourself, what might prevent me from keeping this commitment? Then prepare for those obstacles before they appear. Fourth, attach discipline to your identity. Don't just say, I want to save money. Say, I am a saver. Don't just say, I want to exercise. Say, I am an athlete. When discipline becomes part of who you are, it becomes far harder to break. Fifth, practice forgiveness, but not permission. You will fail sometimes. Don't use that as an excuse to quit. Forgive yourself, learn the lesson, and get back on track immediately. But don't give yourself permission to continue failing. Remember, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. Always getting back up. That's the essence of discipline. And now, let's talk about its rewards, because they are truly remarkable. The first is the reward of achievement. When you become disciplined, you actually accomplish what you set out to do. You don't just talk about writing a book, you write it. You don't just dream of starting a business, you launch it. You don't just plan to get in shape, you get in shape. There's incredible satisfaction in setting a goal and reaching it through disciplined effort. The pride that comes from doing what you said you would do builds confidence, and each disciplined success prepares you for the next challenge. The second reward is freedom. At first, this may sound strange. How can discipline create freedom? Doesn't it restrict freedom? In reality, it's the opposite. Discipline is the path to freedom. Financial discipline brings financial freedom. Health discipline brings freedom from illness and limitation. Time discipline brings freedom from chaos and overwhelm. Discipline is like the banks of a river. Without banks, the river becomes a stagnant swamp. The banks don't limit the river. They channel its power and give it direction. Discipline does the same for your life. The third reward is influence. Disciplined people naturally earn the respect of others. When people see that you do what you say, that you control yourself, that you can be counted on, they give you their trust. And trust is the foundation of influence. If you want to lead others, your family, your team, your company, or your community, you must first lead yourself. And self-leadership always begins with self-discipline. The fourth reward is character. This may be the greatest reward of all. Discipline builds character, and character shapes destiny. What you achieve is important, but who you become in the process matters even more. The money, the recognition, the external rewards of discipline fade, but the person you become endures. Achievements are wonderful, but the greatest reward is internal, the person you become. Discipline shapes you into someone others can trust, and someone you can trust yourself. You develop strength of mind and strength of will. You become a person who doesn't just talk about values, but lives them. You become worthy of the opportunities life presents. So let me ask you, are you ready to choose discipline? Are you ready to do what others won't, so you can have what others don't? Are you willing to pay the price of success instead of the price of failure? Because make no mistake, you will pay a price either way. There is a cost to discipline, and there is a cost to the lack of it. But while the price of discipline may feel steep, it is never as heavy as the weight of regret. Right now, you can make a decision that will change everything. You can decide that from this day forward, you will live as a disciplined person. Not perfect, Perfection isn't required, but disciplined enough to do what must be done, when it must be done, whether you feel like it or not. Start with one area. Start with one habit. Start with one decision. But start. A year from now, you'll wish you had begun today. Remember, it's not what we do occasionally that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. And consistency is born from discipline. You've heard me say before, there are two pains in life, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The difference is that discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons. Choose carefully the weight you want to carry. Now let me share with you some daily disciplines that, if practiced consistently, can completely transform your life. The first is the discipline of early rising. I recommend getting up at least an hour earlier than you must. Use this time for yourself, for planning, learning, exercise, or meditation. This one habit alone can change your life. The quiet hours of the morning, before the demands of the world begin, are priceless for personal growth. I've found that successful people everywhere value this discipline. Successful people are rarely late sleepers. They understand that the early morning offers a kind of tranquility and focus found at no other time of day. Second is the discipline of planning. Take time each evening to prepare for the next day. Take time each weekend to plan the coming week. At the start of each month, review and plan the month ahead. Without a plan, you drift. With a plan, you direct. And remember, planning isn't just about scheduling tasks. It's about deciding priorities, making sure the important doesn't get buried under the urgent. Third is the discipline of continual learning. Set aside time each day to read, to listen, to learn. The world is changing faster than ever, and the only true security is the ability to keep learning. Read at least 30 minutes daily. Listen to educational audio while commuting or exercising. Attend seminars and workshops regularly. The investment you make in your mind will always pay the highest return. Fourth is the discipline of health management. Your health impacts everything else. Make time for exercise, even if it's just a 30-minute walk. Choose smart foods, not perfect, but smart most of the time. And get adequate rest. Your body and brain need recovery to perform at their best. Fifth is the discipline of financial management. Track every dollar that comes in and every dollar that goes out. Save a portion of every paycheck before paying anyone else. Invest for the long term, not for quick gains. Live below your means, not at them, and never beyond them. Sixth is the discipline of time blocking. Don't just make a to-do list. Block time in your calendar for the most important activities and protect it as you would any critical appointment. If it's not scheduled, it's not real. Seventh is the discipline of relationship investment. Make time for the people who matter most. Don't just give them what's left over, give them your best. Be fully present. Listen deeply. Express appreciation regularly. And finally, the discipline of gratitude. End each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice retrains your mind to focus on what's good, no matter the circumstances. Gratitude shifts your focus toward abundance instead of scarcity, toward opportunity instead of obstacle. Practiced consistently, these 8 daily disciplines will transform your life, not overnight, but over time. Not easily, but certainly. Now let's be clear, discipline is hard. If it were easy, everyone would live disciplined lives. Everyone would be successful. Everyone would be fulfilled. But most people aren't willing to pay the price. They choose comfort over growth, immediate pleasure over lasting success. And that's good news for you. Why? Because by simply choosing discipline, by doing what most people refuse to do, you set yourself apart. You position yourself for uncommon success. The real challenge of discipline isn't just that it's difficult. It's that it's difficult daily. It's not about making the right choice once. It's about making the right choice again and again. It's saying no to that extra dessert not just today, but tomorrow and the next day. It's saving 10% of every paycheck, not just this one. It's controlling your words, not just in this conversation, but in every hard conversation. That's where most people fail. They summon willpower for a day, a week, maybe even a month. But true discipline isn't about willpower. It's about habits, systems, and identity. A disciplined person doesn't decide each morning whether to exercise. They've already decided. They are an exerciser. A disciplined person doesn't wrestle with overspending. They've already decided. They are a saver and an investor. Discipline isn't about forcing choices every day. It's about building environments, routines, and identities that make discipline natural. And here's something powerful. Discipline is contagious. When you practice it, you inspire others. And when you surround yourself with disciplined people, your own discipline grows stronger. Your discipline grows stronger when you choose your associations wisely. The people you spend time with will either raise your standards or lower them. They'll either strengthen your discipline or weaken it. Choose carefully. Join mastermind groups where success is the norm. Find workout partners who show up no matter what. Read books by disciplined achievers. Listen to messages that reinforce the value of discipline. As I've often said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Make sure those 5 are models of discipline, not examples of drift. And remember, sometimes the most important relationship you'll ever manage is the one you have with yourself. The conversations you hold internally, the standards you set, and the promises you keep to yourself. These shape your discipline more than any external influence. Now let's talk about the legacy of discipline. This may be the most important truth of all. Discipline isn't just about what you achieve. It's about who you become and what you leave behind. When you live a disciplined life, you create a legacy that extends beyond your own success. You become an example to others, especially the young people watching you, your children, your grandchildren, your students, your employees. They are all learning from how you live. And what are they learning? That success doesn't come from luck, but from consistent effort. That character matters more than convenience. That they too can achieve great things through disciplined action. Your discipline today creates ripples that stretch far into the future, touching lives you may never know and creating impact you may never see. So, isn't that worth the price? Isn't that worth choosing discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, excellence over mediocrity? I believe it is. And I believe you do too. Which brings us here to the moment of decision. Not a decision about what you know, because you already know the value of discipline. This is a decision about what you will do. So, what will you do with what you know? Will you leave today with good intentions that fade by tomorrow? Or will you walk away with a commitment strong enough to transform your life? Will you keep doing what you've always done, getting the same results? Or will you embrace discipline and finally create the life you truly desire? The choice is yours. It always has been. But remember this. You already have everything you need to become a disciplined person. You don't need more knowledge, more motivation, or more time. You just need to decide. Decide that discipline is non-negotiable. Decide that your dreams are worth the effort. Decide that your potential is worth the sacrifice. Decide that your future is worth far more than momentary comfort. When I look at you, I see incredible potential. I see dreams waiting to be fulfilled and lives waiting to be transformed. And the single key to unlocking it all is discipline. Discipline isn't just important, it isn't just valuable. Discipline is everything. With it, anything becomes possible. Without it, even the possible slips away. The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Thank you, and I wish you health, happiness, and success. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily.